How's it going, everybody? Stumpy Grump here, and as you can tell by the title of the video and the thumbnail, I have finished the Revell 1971 Olds 442W-30. Really nice kit. This is the second build I've done of it. The first one I did in black with the white stripes. This one I tried to simulate the factory color sienna brown metallic as close as I could, and I think I got it almost spot on there, and I'm really happy with it. So I'm going to get things turned around so you guys can check it out. All right, here we go. This is the 1971 Olds 442W-30 from Revell, one of Revell's nicer kits. Really enjoyed building this one. This is the second one I've done. Just as nice as the first one. The paint is a custom mix. I started with Createx Pearl Tangerine, added a couple of drops of Createx Opaque Black, and then I added in some Createx Pearl Red until I got the shade of brown that I was after. Really nice mix. I love it. It looks spot on to me, to what I was looking for. Really happy with it. It sprayed on real nice. I cleared it with Createx 4053 High Gloss Clear. I gave it 4 coats. I gave it a week to cure, and then I wet sanded, polished, and waxed it. Then I added the bare metal foil around the trim, the window trim, and the wheel trim, the fender well trim there. And then I applied the decals last. That's usually how I do things with the Createx. Paint, clear, wet sand, polish, wax, foil, and decals. I rarely put the decals on and then clear over them with the Createx. Not sure why, I just don't. Bare metal foil around the turn indicators on the side marker lights. I trimmed those in with bare metal foil and just used Tamiya Clear Yellow, or no, Clear Orange, Tamiya Clear Orange, and Tamiya Clear Red to fill in the marker lights. Tamiya Clear Red on the tail light lenses, because those came clear. So I had to use Tamiya Clear Red on the tail light lenses. So I used 2 coats. Going underneath the car, you can see the paint for the engine and the transmission. Just detail painting there through the frame and chassis, the exhaust and everything. Just detail painted along with the rear end and the gas tank. The fuel filler tube there is molded into the chassis. You just paint that. I will swing it around to show you the exhaust tips, get a better look at the exhaust tips, but we'll finish looking at the underneath here. Let's roll it around and we'll zoom into the back first of the exhaust tips. They're still not the trumpet exhaust tips, the flared, but they do look better, in my opinion, than the kit tips. I just used 2 pieces of 1/8 inch styrene tubing, a slight, well, not really a good angle cut, but I just used styrene tubing, a couple little pieces, enlarged the holes, and painted them, brush painted them with Molitel Chrome. And then I just used some flat black for inside of the tips. Just a little improvement over the kit. Probably the worst part of this kit's the exhaust tips. Tells you how good this kit is. And going back to the front. Looking at the engine compartment, there are some decals on the radiator support bracket, the air conditioner, a few other things, nice extra added detail from Revell on that. I did wire the engine. I added heater hoses as well. You see all the air conditioning hoses supplied in the kit. We'll spin it around to the side here. Air cleaner decal, the gray there, that's a decal. I used bare metal foil on the cowl part there and just use a Sharpie for the windshield wiper blades. Go around to the other side and you can see coming out of the firewall the heater hoses going to the front, going to the water pump. Move around to the interior. If I can get some good shots. You see I added door lock knobs. I'll try to zoom in and get as good as I can at the dashboard. All the wood grains, the decals, come on the decal sheet. For the radio controls, I just used Molitel chrome. I cut that section out of that decal, but I left the heater controls there. One of these days I'm going to break down and buy some keys to hang from my ignition there. I like that. That's pretty cool when people do that. The wood grain on the console is a decal as well. I did add embossing powder for the carpet. And I showed you on my update video how I did the door panels. I brush painted Molitel chrome on the door handle and the window cranks. I used bare metal foil for the trim on the door panels, and then the wood grain once again are decals that I cut the silver part off because I foiled it instead of using the decal for the trim. Now swing it around to the driver's side, try to zoom in on the gauges. Once again, the wood grain on the gauge panel. There is a decal, as are the gauges. Those are decals too. The horn button. Get lots of little decals to help really detail this thing up. And you see everything on the other side into the back seat. The little ashtray thing on the panel there, the arm panel, and the back seat was also Molitel chrome. Really nicely detailed interior. Really builds up really nicely. The interior I did in Createx opaque white, and then some black for the carpet, and then I used embossing powder for the carpet, like I said a little earlier there. Like I said, this is just a really nice kit, a really nice fun build. Everything fits together really nicely. One little quick deal on the wheels. I used the body color to paint inside the spokes of these wheels, and then I just use a toothpick to clean up any extra paint I got, because I did get some extra paint around, so I had to clean it up a little bit. I do a lot of touching up. I don't do anything perfect the first time, if at all, but I do a lot of touch-ups to clean stuff up. So everything doesn't go that well right from the get-go. I'm here to tell you. The decals were a little tricky, but not too hard. All you got to do is make sure your backing sheet is just above where you want the stripe to go on the side, and just gently swipe down with a toothpick or something like that to get the stripe to lay, and then Make sure you have plenty of water to move it around too. You don't want it to stick too soon. And the Firestone wide oval decals that came on the decal sheet round out everything for the tires, with the 442 and W30 badges supplied in on the decal sheet. So really happy with this one. This is a really nice kit. I've got another one to build too. I built two. I have a third one to build yet. Not 100% sure on the color, but I'll be looking forward to doing that one too. Just a really fun kit. Okay, so that'll do it for this one. Thanks for watching Stumpy Grump Scale Speed Shop, and stay tuned for further videos.